This is what we're focusing on. All of these ideas taking the new priorities. This applies to the way you set the classroom up and how you shift it to the students. Snapshot and pedagogy, pretty simple to use, very quick. 1 to 5, 5 is the best. Central North Island, measured the shift over from January to September. They use it lots during the year, of course. Quite a shift there. You can see that's in the online environment. Huge shift over the 3 years. Hi, Pauline.
Hi, my name is Miss V, or Pauline. I am an 8th grade MYP interdisciplinary teacher for math, science, and PE. And I'm here with Paul to talk to you about how SNP has been very useful for my reflection as a new MYP teacher here at AOBA International School.
Okay, so we've been working together for a few weeks now, and
yeah,
let's have a look and see how you're changing the grades.
Yes,
so
let's
walk through them. Okay, so got them. Okay,
yeah. So this was me a couple of weeks ago. So now I believe I'm here at doing team selections, and I got better at giving feedback, regular feedback to students.
That's good. Okay.
For me,
so put your new mark in now.
Right here. So here.
Just to put it tick there. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And then for being a facilitator, I think I became a better facilitator.
Yeah, I saw that happening. That
yes.
was quite good. Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
think the kids have noticed it too, haven't they?
That's right. Guided inquiry. Yeah, I think the classes has been better at its pace, and they now contribute more positively, and everybody is really they're helping each other more in class. And technology has been more utilized, more positively. So I'd say I'm for.
Okay, excellent. Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Paul.
It's an outline of class. It's validated in lots of countries. Research based. Learning to communicate, that's the last one for the next one. These were my classes I had. See the shift there.
You know what you're doing? Yep. How did you enable team discussions aimed at student decision making in your classroom?
I usually start off my class with an introduction of a big question, and then I do a short KWHL where I actually ask them what do they want to learn regarding that specific topic. I use graphic organizers as well at the beginning of the unit to allow for brainstorming of ideas and putting it all together, and that will help in them making decisions later on in the unit.
How did you encourage teams to participate fully in decision making?
Well, first of all, roles were given for the 3 members, so each student knew what role they had to do, and so they all had the chance to take leadership at some point over the course of the unit. I went over the importance of collaboration and that each member needs to be fully active in their role in order for collaboration to work.
How did you get teams to think deeply and share thoughts about something?
Well, recently I did a team test where the students had to bring together different ideas in order to come up with an answer to solve the problem. So in this way, communication was really the key to do really well for the test.
Thank you.
Assessing the team is really important. This is a team as a whole. They fill this out each day. They use the same online. Give a team score and what their work is. Within the team, how a student's performing there. We use Google Forms to do that so they can't see it. Did exactly the same in China last year in December. Cold principles for selecting teams. Here's the team working on their story. So here's your team.
Yes. Yeah, we're working on what we're working on.
Yep.
Right. So we write a short story, and then at the end of the story, it doesn't really end with a conclusion. So it ends with the saying, author put down his pen because he felt bad for the characters. So then we're trying to figure out why he felt bad for the characters and the potential ending to that story. So we're writing a script right now, and then later on we're going to act it out, and we're going to film it, edit the film, and present it to class.
Okay, sounds good.
We create all the small little ideas, and after it we organize these small ideas into sentences and more detail, and then we are going to, and we already wrote from here to like 1.5 pages.
Okay.
We didn't finish yet. But
So you're doing your script now.
今あの小僧どうしてるかね。どんなに時が経ってもあの小僧のことを忘れられないんだよ。
きっと大丈夫だわ。あの子のことだから一生懸命に働いて出世してるでしょうしね。
いや、そうかもしれんが気になる気持ちは変わらないよ。
そんなに気になるのなら一度小僧の働いてるはかり屋に行って様子を見てきたらどうでしょう。
そうだね。今日仕事の帰りに行ってみるよ。
A はあの小僧とのやり取りを忘れようと言い聞かせてきました。しかし2年経った今でも彼の心の奥底には小僧がいました。彼は小僧のことを思い出すたびに自分と小僧の純粋さを再認識してしまい、小僧との記憶をずっと心の奥に隠し、その日からあのはかり屋の付近。
こんにちは。体調はいかがですか。
時が迫っているのを感じるよ。
病気のことを考えたのですが、娘さんには正直に伝えてあげるべきです。僕には親がいません。なので家族の温かみなどはよくわかりません。しかし最後まで病気のことを何も知らずに信じ続け、後悔するよりも最後までそばにいられる方が楽だと思いますよ。
先生はとても純粋だね。まるであの子のようだ。
Orange color on Chinese. Video what Chinese.
It's easy to differentiate when your classroom's sorted out into teams working on their own. That's my chemistry class, IB.
fine.
Can just put them like on top.
الاخضر اللي هي في برونات بسرعه مش لي يعني النموذج اللي شفتوه الحين نموذج الانشطار اللي شفتوه اللي شفناه بالرسم ده اعرف على الفيديو شوفوه دخل خشبي بخشبي
Finished?
Yes, finished.
Can you explain it?
Just explain this is a neutron, which have studied uranium and became krypton and radium. And 3 neutrons. And continue 3 neutrons hit with 3 uranium and it will stay like بتستمر يعني.
Yeah, very good.
You understand?
Thank you. Yes. Very good.
Very good.
Very good. Well done. We had 3 inquiries to do based on GIS. And this outlines one of them, the one of the mangroves. They dredged the new island and created problems for the mangroves. We had to get 3,000 students out kayaking the first few months. We all got here. And we made it, Mohammed.
Exactly. Hello.
We got
Where's
it.
our destination? Okay. Shabab, let's move.
I tell you to come here. No, over there.
Assalamu boys. Jom Said.
Less than 1 minute or greater 1 minute. Then you need to circle again the lesson, okay?
كتبت اسمك بس كتب اسمي واحد الا واحد بس رحت شنو ندير نمبر هات شوف
The data went on to the GIS network and schools were able to access it later on, sorting through it. And how was that, boys? Was that good?
It's very good.
Was that good? How was that?
Very good.
How did you
and
like
very
that?
Beautiful.
Did you learn something?
Yes, yes.
What about the
We
mangrove?
learn how to save the mangroves.
Okay, good. And what about the kayaking? How was that?
It's very good. Very, very nice.
Very good. Do you think you'll come back again one day?
Yes, yes, yes.
Bring your mums and dads back here?
Yes.
Yeah?
Okay.
Good. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good. That's very
Thank
good.
you.
Very good.
Did you say you will change it?
Oh, it will, because it will shift to the side where there where.
Well, it's asking about the value of k. So you have to look at the.
So.
Like when k is bigger than. Yeah, so like, because this one they're making more products, so product already. And so okay, so for the first one the k value will increase because the upper value is increasing, and then the second one because reactancy is increasing. So but denominator is increasing. The whole number becomes smaller.
When.
Hi team, you've just experienced your first team test in chemistry, grade 11. How was it?
Oh, it was like really new experience, right? Because usually tests you do it by yourself, and when you see a question you don't know, you just panic by yourself. But when you go team test, you panic together.
So
I really think Mr. Lowe's method should be spread to like more schools. especially the Asian schools where kids are so not used to discussions and speaking their opinion or challenge the authority kind of thing. I think they really need this kind of teamwork so that they know what their peer is thinking about and know each other's progress and can help each other. I think that really builds the collaborative skills and stuff.
Hi Logan and Ben, just a couple of questions on how you're finding working in teams and doing the student-centred work. How are you finding that?
Working in teams is quite easy. When you can't think, two brains is better than one. So when I can't think of something, he's always got an answer for me.
Yeah, that's
so it's beneficial for both of us.
Yeah, okay.
That's true for me as well. Like when I don't know something and he knows something, I can just ask him. It's just good. Like I don't have to spend times on finding it on internet or something. I can just ask him.
Okay. So how often do you have to go and ask Mr. Murdoch?
Quite really. Well, not as much as I did last year.
Yeah. Okay. And what about the thinking side of things? Do you think you're having to think about stuff more?
Yeah. It helps me to think a lot better, more efficiently.
Okay. What about your grades? What's happening with them?
Getting better.
Getting better.
Yeah. I think it's because of the thorough thinking I have to do in chemistry in class. It really helps me and benefits me and my externals.
Okay. Excellent. Thanks, guys.
For several years now, the fungus has been plaguing bowling greens around the country.
The fungi disease could come overnight, so you're out spraying the next day. It could be twice a week, it could be once a week.
Increasing resistance to several fungicides has meant it's become difficult to control. That is until two sixth form science students made a chance discovery in a forest near Morrinsville while working on a school science project. They found a naturally occurring bacteria that appears to kill the fungus.
We found one that looked to form clear zones. That means that it was inhibiting the growth of the fungus, so it looks to be successful.
The girls' discovery won them first prize.
My name is Jacinda Ardern. I'm 30 years old. I attended Morrinsville College, and from about 96 and 97 I was a student of chemistry, a fungi that was overtaking the most pristine bowling greens. So we decided that all of the commercial responses weren't working, and that us, the two little students from Morrinsville College, maybe we could come up with a solution. And in the back room of our little science class, we did. Hundreds and hundreds of agar plates went through a production process until we found this one little mystery bacterium that did the trick. The science fair competition, Realise the Dream, the CREST program, those were those little extra added motivation that I think finally got us over the line and eventually took us to South Korea. It doesn't really relate to what I did now, but I learnt a lot of skills through science. How to have an inquiring mind, how to probably persevere, because there were a couple of times where our project just went badly wrong, but we just kept going. And our consultants, primarily I would say our chemistry teacher at the time, Mr. Lowe, but also we managed to tap into other expertise that were within our region, in particular the Ruakura. I think it was called the Ruakura Research Centre. We went and spent a day with them in their laboratory, got a real sense of a working lab, and tapped into some experts in the field who were really intrigued by our project as well, I think. And science, I think, although it's not a field I work in now, having had the opportunity to see the different areas where New Zealand really does incredibly well for a very small country, having tapped into a little bit of that expertise, having learnt how to find an answer and even what you learn along the way, all of that I think has come in.
The UN usually plays host to some of the world's most powerful people, but it was one of the youngest who stole the show at the UN. Baby Neve is just 3 months old and joined her mother, New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, at a peace summit to honour Nelson Mandela.
Mandela was a living embodiment of the United Nations values.